hear the ladies shrieking, and that's because T-City is making his way to the octagon, the former title challenger, Brian Ortega. And a lot of people, DC, do believe for this jiu-jitsu practitioner, his ceiling is championship, and eventually he'll get it.
Yes, the ladies go crazy for T-City. Even his video game character is the best-looking guy out here. Brian Ortega is a jiu-jitsu guy, but as you saw in the Frankie Edgar fight, he has now developed striking to match. That was a massive uppercut that floored a guy that had never been finished before. So as long as he continues to improve, John, he will realize a UFC championship before it's all said and done.
All class outside the octagon with his Brian Ortega foundation, but T-City has got his eyes fixed on the prize. Title eliminator of sorts here tonight. So here he is, the UFC featherweight king, Alexander Volkanovski. And we have truly run out of superlatives when it comes to talking about this man and his mixed martial arts acumen. There are three guys who can lay claim to being the greatest featherweight of all time, and yet Alex is kind of distancing himself from that pack.
It's crazy. It's crazy how good Alexander Volkanovski is. I mean, you always knew he could fight. But to see some of the performances as of late, see how he continues to evolve and get better even as the champion is really impressive. And it's a credit to him and all of his coaches, but mostly his mindset. I don't know if there's a guy in fighting that has a higher fight IQ than Alexander the Great. I just like to take note of what I'm experiencing every time this guy steps in the octagon, because it's always something special.
And certainly since he signed with the UFC all the way back in 2016, he has been a promotional workhorse, strength of schedule as good as it gets, and of course, as he enters competition tonight, can lay claim to 4 combined wins over Jose Aldo and Max Holloway, greatest featherweight of all time. And now our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. All right, to get us started now, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Brian T-City Ortega. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, here we go. 2 of the best featherweights in the world. Alexander Volkanovski looking to continue the great reign. Brian Ortega is healthy, back on the proving ground, but durability has been an issue, especially when it comes to his shoulders.
He gets hurt a lot because of all the grappling and his ability to kind of just be a dog, and he's nasty. He wants to fight. That is what carries Brian Ortega. He's gotten better in the stand-up, but his bread and butter is his grappling. He wants to get the fight to the ground, and he wants to catch you in transitions. And he almost caught the champ the first time they fought in a guillotine and a triangle choke. Very good fight, very difficult matchup to predict, and I'm interested to see who comes out on the right side of this fight.
And that's why I don't grapple. I don't want to get hurt.
You used to.
All right, takedown defense holds up for him here early. He can expect plenty more where that came from, though, champ.
That was only one that he needed to defend. He will have to defend many more over the course of this fight. But now that he knows that he can defend these takedowns, maybe he's more willing to take some chances.
T-City just out of range with that jab. Under 3 minutes here to go in the round. Well, Alexander Volkanovski has never lost a pro fight at 145 pounds, and if if his boxing is any indication, that is a record that is probably going to hold up after 10.
I mean, Volkanovski follows the game plan to a T. Whatever you set out in front of him, he is going to do, and he's going to do it at the highest level. We saw that in this fight against Max Holloway when he became the UFC featherweight champion.
Landed a solid punch there. Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Ortega gets hit with a kick. That one appeared to land flush. Nice 1-2 there. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Single collar tie now.
He lands a big knee to the body.
Oh, lands a nice straight. Under a minute to go in our opening round.
Drives the shin into the rib. Great body kick.
Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish. He's mixing up his target. He's throwing kicks. He's throwing punches.
Oh, big left hand there. Oh!
Great job getting that kick home. Nice body kick.
Horn sounds for the end of round 1.
Great job. Yeah, take a deep breath. Hey, Scott, how do you feel? That's right. Look amazing. Now you should smile. Almost had him out this time. I want you to keep.
All right, let's get you some highlights from that previous round. A lot of high-level leg kicking going on there, champ.
And he did a great job of hiding them. He wasn't giving any sign that he was going to throw those leg kicks. That's why you didn't see his opponent check any of the kicks, and it won't take many more for him to really damage the mobility of the other combatant.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, let's get to round 2. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous fight?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Back to the jab now, no good. On that punch right there, his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
All right, you see his high-level footwork here, maybe trying to set up that hook shot again, potentially.
You could tell, John, he's setting a trap. He's trying to walk his opponent back into his hook side, his big power side. So he'll keep baiting out little punches with no intent to land, just to get his opponent where he needs him to be to land that kill shot.
All right, same bat time, same bat channel. You think he's going to look to set up that hook again here?
I mean, you can see it, John. You can see him doing it. You see him sneaking looks to see where that hand is going to be. He's sneaking looks because he's going to find the opportune time to drop that big hook over the top.
Well, that calf is starting to show signs of bruising now.
And you can tell in the way that he's walking. It's starting to take an effect.
Pretty good straight punch there by Ortega. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Ortega's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. And that one certainly found the target.
He's throwing these punches in combination, really dictating the pace to his opponent.
Beautiful body kick.
Well, some fighters, when they get cracked in the mouth, they respond well. He got stunned earlier in the round and hasn't really recovered or gotten back into this.
People react differently, right? Some people just get back on. He's having a hard time building his way back into this fight.
Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Ortega's blocking well now. You see the fighter raise the guard to protect that obviously damaged nose. Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp striker in front of him. He has got a lot of things to deal with if he wants to win this fight. But right now, the focus needs to be on the head movement so you're not getting hit in that cut.
2 rounds in the books. All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. All right, so the cut man attends to the fighter who has essentially been rendered a one-eyed fighter at this point in time. Some replays from the previous round.
No defensive intent, no defensive intensity. No attention to his defense, and this costing him. Now he's dealing with a massive cut over his eye, and that's going to make it hard for him to see. He's got to change something, man. He's got to.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight. All right, another round is now underway. Pretty good previous 2 rounds. We'll see who makes the requisite adjustments now moving forward.
The adjustments are going to be the key, John. When you're doing everything you're trained to do and it stays this close, you gotta really switch it up. Wood Corner was able to relay that message to their fighter better in between rounds.
What a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. Like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle.
Oh, big diving punch to the head. That'll do it. Alexander the Great.
Oh, my Lord.
Well, make no mistake about it, he is getting 2 paychecks tonight as he gets the big TKO victory. Wow.
That's unbelievable. It was crazy to watch his finishing instincts on display as he got that massive victory. It was amazing, John. It was amazing.
Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 7 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of